Assalamu alaikum, guys. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Can you hear me?
Good morning. So, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Salamat.
Wanaagsan wacan.
Xiisada inoo bilaabmaysa miya?
xiisadaa sharaxaynaa stay insha allah. Inkastoo Soomaalida ah midaan tahayna Soomaalida galabtay u dhacaysaa laakiin iska jooga iyada laftigeeda.
Maya ana salaada aadaday. Weli information taxta ma hayo. Waa
Ha
sunkuun baa
aniga
arkado soo
waatan.
dhigaya groupka.
Ha
I'm
waatan
on
aniga.
Dr. Zaki. Salamu alaikum. Salamu alaikum, Dr. Zaki. Come on, man. This is international platform. Come on.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, welcome. This will be our first class, and I know that some of you have basic educational concepts in your mind that's based on MSNR or Malaysian SNR. I would like to ask you guys if you really have the basic knowledge of Malaysian SNR also, and we will continue learning the secrets of TST and TMR. There are many styles of Malaysian SNR that you guys can learn and try to make money, but you have seen in different ways that you are not still profitable. You make money, then market takes back that money. The reason why you are not consistently is you don't have the right knowledge. You don't have a good guidance, like someone who guides you through the right way. So that's the reason you guys apply to join this mentorship. And I'm here to guide you, to teach you the way I trade. And for sure, uh, I'm so sorry because it seems like we are delayed. The year 2024 was ending, and we had a number of members in this new group that we couldn't start the class, but it is really the right time right now to get started learning and making money together. So I hope every one of you is ready. You have book and pens, like somewhere to note down all the informations I will give you. So let me know, guys, if you are ready. Are you guys ready?
Let me grab a pen in a minute.
All right. You have to write down all the informations. What about other guys? Are you guys ready? Fatu said yes, I'm ready. Okay.
Ready now.
All right. That's Henry. He's ready. Yeah, guys. Let me know that you are not ready even, because I can still give you time.
Ready, sir. Ready.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. I see you, the monkey. Some guys, they're already ready. Sending thumbs. All right. All right, guys. I know you all know about the basics. If not, then I have to give you some information, guys. In here, I will write or note down basic info of MSNR. Okay, I mean like the basic information of Malaysian SNR. Uh, you know that, guys, everything must have some basics or fundamentals, guys. All fundamental of Malaysian SNR is understanding the SNR levels. When it comes SNR levels, we have classic SNR, and also we also have gap SNR, and also we have broken SNR. So these three SNRs are the most important support and resistance levels that we have to understand basically. So how do they look like? Let me tell you first one. The classic SNR is we have like something like A or and phi. But before that, you have to understand we use two types of jarities, okay? Candlestick chart and also line chart, okay? Line charities. So with the candlestick charities, we always focus on the open and close prices, because what makes the true support and resistance is the closing points of a price. After price closes, we have a level. After price closes, we have a level. You have to understand. Any price close must always give a level. You have to understand it. But we have to add opening plus the closing plus the opening price. For example, in a candlestick charities. In a candlestick charities, we must have close plus open. Okay? That is what makes support or resistance. So how does it look like? This is what makes the true support and resistance. Understanding this is how you can make out your true support and resistance levels. So how does it look like? Let me show you. Okay, first understand the candle information. You don't need to have all this information in this explanation. You have to go and read my previous documents that I have posted in the group. If you don't have the documents so that you can read it through, ask me. I will give you. Okay, let me open a document now.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, please record this session because we don't have a allow phone in our workplace.
Yeah, I'm recording it. Already done it, brother.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm looking for a document so that you will understand all the informations I mean. Because I don't want to prolong more explanations. Read through the document and I will give you the easiest way to understand what I am saying, guys. In here, you have to read through this information, you guys. You have to understand what I'm explaining here. This is the candle information. Each candle is giving you 4 information: closing price, high of the price, closing price, opening price. This is the information. In line chart, it will look like something like this. Sometimes it's too long, but the information is the same. When we are bullish, price always opens at the low, and then whenever price opens, it must create initial low and then create initial high, then price closes below the high when we have a bullish candle. In line chart, it will look like this way. When we have bearish candle, since price is moving downside, we will get opening price at the top, then it will create initial high, and then price move to the low by creating initial low, and then price close above the low. So you have to always know, when price opens, it always creates a high. When price opens in a bullish market, it always creates a low. There is no move before that low is formed. When the low is formed, then price always moves up by creating all day long. That's high. When there is bearish, similarly in the opposite way. So here we have basics of price action. You have to understand the price action and how price moves. When what I mean the price action is like we have to understand how price moves. And what we are learning is predicting. You know that nobody can predict 100% what the market will do, but we will always flow what the price has done. And remember, price always do what it has done before, and that is what we call price action. Let us follow what the price did. Okay, let us assume the fundamental truths about the price movement. You have to understand what I said in this information. You can follow all day, every day, guys. If price is to move up, for example, price wants to go up all day today, it must first create what? A low, right? So price must always go down before you buy. Okay, market opens, check if price is moving up or if it's moving down. After that, if price creates initial low, it will go up. If price wants to move down all day, it wants to move all day down. After price open, it must go up first, and then similarly, you guys can see this information. Today market wants to sell, right? Price opens, it must create high first. Do we have initial high? Then we will go down. That's the fundamental truth of price movement. So what about the support and resistance that we're gonna learn in? The support and resistance that we always learn is we consider as a price level, not zone. Some guys they call price resistance is zone, support zone. That's like where they call a region of price activation or order activation. So we want to learn the resistance levels, and we have to also learn the resistance zones. Zone and levels are not the same. Okay, when we say a level, it's a level of price. Support level of price. When we call support zone, it's a zone, it's like area or region. So the level is only a price level. Okay, we say like this price level I'm expecting, price level I'm expecting. So I'm expecting price to reject, I'm expecting price to break, I'm expecting price to touch, to reach. This is support level. But when we say support zone or resistance zone, price can range inside the zone, right, several times, and it can have multiple price levels. You have to understand that. So learning the price levels is what we are explaining right now. So the support levels are considered, so you can read this information. You don't need to we don't have to waste your time. So how SNR works, how does support and resistance work? According to how the SNR works, you guys can see the information. We always consider the open and close. This is the mechanism of price that provides a trading pattern that's consistent and also making level of expectation. We're expecting price to react from the opening and close when we add together, close or open, whatever you call it. And then this open and close price level can be used in all markets, because you can find every market there is price open and price low, price high, and price close. So closing and open price levels are what makes our SNR levels. So how to make SNR levels, I will show you on the charts, but it's always important to understand how to make SNR levels. Always focus on the closing and also opening prices. There is how you guys can make out. Let us go. For example, we have candles right here. Okay, we have two candles right here. In a bullish candle, we know what price always opens at which, where price opens, where here price opens low since price is moving up. So this wick or shadow has initial low, then price move it up, right? And then created initial high, then move it down, and then there is closing point. So opening, low, high, close. So this is the closing point. There is next candle here. This is new candle. You guys can see there is next candle right here. So this next candle, this is bearish candle, and it's a momentum move to the downside. Price will go to the downside. Since bearish candle opens, it cannot go straight way to the downside until it creates initial high. As you guys can see, after price opens, there is initial high, and then price move it down, create initial low. It did not close here. It moved it up little bit and then close here. So you guys can see opening, high, low, close. So this region where we have two candles meet, the bullish and also the bearish, which one has the closing price and which one has the opening price? According to the bullish, it has a closing price. According to the bearish, it has opening price. Together they form the resistance level. So here I will place my line at the closing price, which will make the bullish candle. If the two candles, one is long, one is, they are not in the same curve, like they are not parallel, they are not in the same level. One is big, one is small, no matter. Like this one, look, like here, that is the resistance level. Little bit the bearish is up higher, no matter. Okay, when you see two candles are not the same, like this one, look, this one is the level. The closing, you always make the closing price, okay, closing price as your SNR level. Okay, you can use like this SNR level, okay, like this, but you will not make all the charities. Okay, you don't need to make and put all lines on the charities. Your chart must always be clear, okay, and clean, okay. But all I'm saying is, like, understanding the SNR level is make your make the closing points, okay, make closing points. Okay, after you understand the SNR level and how to make, we have support and resistance. Where is support and where is resistance? So resistance is up higher when we are making closing point of bullish. Support is lower when we are making the bearish close. When we are making bearish close, it's a support level. Okay, when we are making bullish SNR, here it is a resistance. It's a resistance. Here we have support level, as you guys can see, bearish close, and then price touch it, it move it up. Okay, we have here a support level, multiple touches. You guys can see price touch it several times and then it move it up. Here we have bearish close, price touch it, move it. There is another support level. All right, you guys can see another support level. Okay, we have another support level. Okay, this was a resistance, bullish closing point, but price broke it, right? It broke it. Price broke it. All right, we have another resistance that price has broken it. So now I think you got the point how to make the resistance and support levels. Always make the closing point. The closing point. When you know the closing point, then you know the opening is your next candle that forms the support and resistance. But when you're identifying or making out, always make the closing point. You see how price is respecting Price always respects that level. Okay, when it comes zone, this week, all this week is the zone. Okay, okay, all this week is the zone, but the line is SNR level. This is the true support, and this is the zone. Okay, you have to understand. Look here, if I mark here, this is the resistance level, but if I mark with the wick, it will be resistance zone. But do you want the sharp entries? Always focus on the SNR level, not the zone. Look, every time when price breaks here, it touches what? Where? Look, it touches the SNR level, right? And then price goes up. Look here, we're not focusing on the zone. Okay, we'll be focusing on the SNR levels. Whenever price touches SNR level, it flies. Okay, understanding that is so important. Okay, you have to understand it. Look over here, price touched SNR levels, it goes up. Here we have what? Bullish closing, which was a resistance. And then look here, price of resistance broke here and then come back and retested the SNR levels. Are you getting it? This is like amazing, guys. Look here, SNR levels breakout, retested the SNR level. That's very clear, right? So this is also resistance that price has broken several times. One time rejection, one time breakout. All right, I hope you got how to make out.
I think we lost you.
Okay.
Oh, you're back now. You're back. Yeah. We lost you momentarily.
Yeah. Come again.
You are breaking up,
Okay.
but you are not back, so you can continue.
Okay. You can now hear me, right?
Yes.
All right. So if you really understand how to make the support and resistance like this way and master it, then we can go to the next topic. So we have another type of SNR, like we have gap SNR, where we consider also as a support and resistance. All right, we have a gap SNR. We also have a gap SNR. So the gap SNR is like open and close, similar like what we have, but this must be like two bullish candles and two bearish candles that follow in the same way. Okay, we have two candles like this, two bullish candles. One candle has a closing price and the second one has a opening price. For example, this candle has a closing price here, and this candle has an opening opening price, similar like this one. Look, these two candles. Okay, this candle has a closing price here, and then this candle has opening price. So these are two bullish candles, but they make support. These two candles make support, and where we call support level is the closing price. You guys can see price comes back and then touch it where? The SNR level, the closing price. Okay, so this is called gap SNR. Similarly, we have a bearish gap here. We have two bearish candles, if you guys can see. Similarly, bearish candles, two bearish candles, this candle and this candle. All right, this candle and this candle. So this candle has a closing price and this candle has an opening price. So this region, there is a gap, if you guys can see. Okay, so this is the SNR level, but it was close to touch it. It was close to touch the SNR, and then price respected and then sold off. You guys can see it was little bit because of the gap. Price did not touch it because this candle has no wick. That's the reason price did not touch it. But there must be here SNR level, which is this gap SNR. So you refine it lower time frame, and then you will see it the best level to make out as your affiliate SNR level, since you see this candle has no wick. We have multiple examples of the SNR gap levels, like you see here. You see bullish candle, closing price, bullish candle, another bullish candle. When you have two bullish candles, it will form a support level. Look here. And then you guys can see when you make the closing price retraces back and then touch here and the move is up. All right. So if you guys want more examples, then look, try to make back testing of what I am explaining, guys. Multiple, I can see a lot of gap SNR levels that price is respecting. Price is respecting. There is gap, the up one is touching, but the closing point is where we want always. You will refine it into one time frame lower always. This was the bank holidays. Okay, big gap. Anyway, I think you understand the gap SNR. So the broken SNR, the 30 type of SNR that I love the most. Okay, even all my strategies is based on the broken SNR. So broken SNR means we have classical A, classical V, something that I will explain in line chart. Okay. So broken SNR means we have a support level and we have a resistance level, which was here, like here. Okay. This one. Okay, and this one and this one, but first let me explain it in line, then I will explain the broken SNR. Okay, in line charities, this is the candlestick charities. I have two options here. One is the candles and one is the line. So if I click line, you will see here we have classical SNR level, what we call classical phi. Something looks like phi later, okay, which is the support level, support SNR. Okay, so this is like V. We call phi SNR, phi SNR. You can see several ways in line charities. So line always detects the closing price of a support level or a resistance level when it is a classic, not gap SNR. If you want to make classic SNR so quickly, switch into line charities. And like this, you guys can see here, we have classical phi, this means support level. Classical phi, this means support level. Classical phi, this means support level. It's so clear. Everywhere you see classical phi, all these are support levels. Okay, support levels. So if I switch to candlesticks, you guys can see I'm making the closing price. So that's how to detect the closing price in line charities. So you can easily make out the classic support and resistance on a line chart. So when you see classical phi, it means you are making a support. So classical A is the resistance, something like this. Something like this. And here that top point is the resistance. Let us make out. This was a resistance, okay? This was a resistance. Okay, this is also resistance. Okay, this is also a resistance. This is also resistance. Anything that looks like classical A is resistance. All these are resistances that price broke out. Resistance, resistance, resistance. So anything that looks like A is also a resistance. You have to know that. Through resistance. If I switch to lines, you guys can see I'm making out the closing price. Okay, closing price. If you really master how to make the SNR levels, let us know. Go to the next type of the SNR, which is the broken SNR. So broken SNR means a support or resistance is broken, and we define a breakout after price closes below a support or above a resistance. So we have support or resistance, right? After that, we have a bearish candle that moves below the support level. That's breakout when it closes that candle. When we got a bullish candle that closes above resistance, that is a breakout SNR. So this will be a resistance, okay? This will be a resistance. Resistance, classical V. When price breaks, when a candle breaks above the classical A and closes above it, that is a SNR, broken SNR. When we see a classical phi that candle closes below it, we call it broken SNR. So this is a resistance. Let me type it R. This is a resistance, while this is a support. So when support is broken, it becomes resistance. I want to tell you something, guys. When support is broken, it becomes resistance. So this type of breakout SNR we call SBR. Support breakout becomes resistance, okay? So when a resistance is breakout, it becomes support and price will buy. This type of SNR we call RBS. So RBS we buy and SBR we sell. Since price is breaking support, we will sell. I hope you are getting it now. So this is the broken SNR. When support level is broken, it becomes resistance, so we sell. When resistance is broken, it becomes support, so we buy. For example, live example, guys. Live example. All right. For live example, right here, price broke it right here. This was a support level. So since price broke the support level, it means we will go down. So below the support level, price formed gap SNR. So you have two levels. Think about this. If you have something like this, will you wait the price to sell from this classical or broken SNR, since price formed a new SNR? And all you know is when there is broken SNR, price will go in that direction. You guys can see here it was a support level. Price broke it. What it will become? It will become a resistance and price will go down. So after price break here, it formed a gap SNR right here. This is another level, another opportunity. You can say, oh, option 1 or option A is price will sell from the gap SNR, or it will sell from this classical SNR where we have SBR. And then you will make, or you will aim to sell here from the gap, or you will aim price to sell at that classical broken SNR. But when you see a breakout, it means price will go in that direction. All right. And in another way of classical SNR, that price is broken and then comes RBS. Look here. This was a classical A, which was a resistance. Right? It was a resistance. So when resistance is broke out, you guys can see price break above the resistance right here. It closes a candle. There is a candle close there. There is a candle close above the resistance. This is the resistance level. And then this candle broke above the resistance. It continues up. And then finally, it comes back and touches the broken SNR. This is called resistance breakout becomes support. So here, when price was coming back, it was a support level. Support. And this is what makes RBS we buy. You see, then price touches this broken SNR and then it starts flying up, moving up. You guys can see price was moving up. All right. Similarly, we have here the same setup. This is resistance. If you're not getting it, you guys can make it online, Jared. You guys can see how it's perfect. If you making the SNR levels, always make at the closing price. So line charities or candlesticks will be in the same. So that's the correct way you guys can make out. After candle break above this resistance and close above it, it touches back. You see? And then price starts what? Moving. So all you need is like 100 pips. 100 pips. For instance, you say like, let me have 30 pips SL, 300 points, while you want like 1000 points, which is equivalent to 100 pips. And look, price is giving you 30 pips SL, 100 pips. Then you have it. Price starts doing some bad actions. That's the same, okay? Same. We have price reacted several times right here. So this resistance, this is the correct one since there is wick right here. So this resistance was the right one to make out. And then this candle comes back, break above this resistance. You guys see after breakout, price touched several times at this resistance. So this resistance, there is breakout. There is breakout right here. I don't know if you guys can see clearly. Here, this candle breaks.
Yes, we can see.
This candle breaks the resistance and then several touches right. Okay, we should aim like this. Let us say like we want 30 bips SL since this is gold, 300 points and also 1000 points, which is 100 bips. Okay, if you aim like 100 bips each trade, you see how safe it is. Okay, how safe it is. For example, we got another one right here. There is breakout, retesting, and then come back. I think this one should hit the stop loss, but let us look. A breakout, 30 bips, 30 bips, and also 100 points, 1000 points. No, it did not hit. And you guys can see how nice it is. I think you get the secret, guys, when it is like broken SNR. When it is a broken SNR. Hope this makes sense and you guys can understand what SBR and RBS is. Okay? Let us find two more examples of the SBR. For here, you guys can see there is support level. Price broke it, support level, retested. So we should wait a retest here, and then aim what? 300 points, which is 30 bips, and 1000 points, which is okay 100 bips, and then you guys can see how it reacted. Boom, you see it is safe. All right, you have here, you have two classical breakout, one here, it's the last one, right? So it was a support level, support breakout becomes resistance. Then what will you do? Both here, and then 30 bips, 300 points, and then what? 1000 points, which is 100 bips. Boom. Check if price hits stop loss. It did not hit, it gave you the money. Okay, so this is more example, guys. For here you guys can see there is again resistance level that price has broken. When price broke it, you place your SL here. Sometimes price will give you fake setups. I have to show you what you will do, guys. Okay, 100 points, and price did not reach your target, but this trade should hit break even. You see, it did not even touch the stop loss until price comes several times at your entry level. So you should set and use break even. But this broken SNR works better effective than reversal setups. And broken SNR is a continuation setup which has a low risk reward. Alright, I hope this makes sense. You guys can see again another resistance. I can give you a lot of examples. Breakout.
Quick question, trainer. Quick question. At how many points in the trade should we set a break even?
30 bips.
30%, 40%, 50%.
No, if price moves 30 bips after your entry, set a break even.
So 30 pips, right?
Yeah, when price moves 30 bips, 30 bips should be used for your SL, right?
Yeah.
After price moves 30 bips, you can set your break even at 10 bips, 15 bips, 12 bips, whatever you want.
All right, brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah. And this is one type of what I'm going to teach you. This is the broken SNR, but there are more techniques that you guys can get entries. I will teach you in TST and also TMR. I hope that this basic information helps you and makes you sense, guys. So now you have questions, you can unmute and ask me before we go through to the next. It's a brain time right here. I'll be back, but you guys can ask me here. Ask me right now if you have questions before I go.
Okay, thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, Henry.
This is Henry from Uganda. I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for that training. I've seen the power of this. One of the things I've liked most is the risk management on it, and we call it trade management. Because I've been going 60 pips and I get hit on stop loss. So my question was, there are times when the market breaks twice, up and down. Which one do we consider now for that case?
When it comes RBS, set up the last one. But for TST and TMR, I will explain that. If you mean TST breakout or TMR breakout, I will explain that. But this one, RBS and SBR, always choose the last breakout to retest.
Okay.
Yeah, like your question, I can show you an example. Look, example where it is. Yeah, like here. For example, look. Like here, there is breakout. You see first breakout, right? There is breakout, if you guys can see. I took this one. You should took this one. If there is two breakouts, took this one. But this breakout must be your first entry, okay? Price can continue up and then touch here. It can do whatever, but you must always calculate your trades, brother. Okay? Oh, you enter it here. What if price continues up until that breakout? What will you do? You enter it here, price continues up. What will you do? So expect everything. So you have to plan your trades. That's the best.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. We shall have another session today, even today, guys. If you guys stay on here, it will be good. It's brain time. I want to brain. It takes like minutes, like 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Let me have a bath and then go to the mosque, pray and back, and then I will explain it to you guys.
So,
Okay, we shall wait for you to return.
well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna start work shortly. So,
Fatu,
all
go
right,
ahead.
go ahead, you first.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. You were explaining something.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, I'm working from home today, so I'll be starting in the next 12 minutes, and then later I'll go to the mosque around 1. So, is this the end of the session now, and then we come in later in the evening, or what's the plan? Because
Yeah,
if
this
you
is the end.
continue from
This is
now, it will be
let
tricky for
let
me.
let us make it the end of this session because it's Friday right here. So this was the first
Yeah.
session. We explained in the basics SNR levels. So we can come back at the evening and plan to have another session or another class, and then we will explain through the next topics that I'm gonna explain in it. So we started from the scratch, the basics, and we will
Yeah.
continue till the advanced, guys. Every time I have a time, every have I have a time, I will open and host these live sessions on Google Meeting. I will let you know when to start, and then we will learn together. Yeah, I'll do my best for you,
So should
inshallah.
we expect another one tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow will be
Since
good.
it's Saturday?
Tomorrow will be good. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you, thank you.
All right, good stuff. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this. This has been very, very insightful, and yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
thank you very much.
You're welcome.